Welcome back, ARK players, to a brand new video. Now today we are talking about what we've needed to talk about for many days now, and it is about the amazing Dino TLC passes which we have not seen in the game since way back on ARK Survival Evolved. I am so shocked that this has never been a thing, and I'm so shocked Studio Wildcard have brought it back up. I thought we'd never ever hear about a Dino TLC pass ever again. So in today's video, we're going to read through with what's happening, and then we're going to go through the creatures that need the TLC badly. There is a lot of creatures in ARK that need a TLC, and there's two that I've mentioned many times in videos that are literally crying out for it. So if you guys enjoy the video, drop a like, subscribe, and if you are looking to play Valguero Ascended somewhere on launch day, link to the LoadedCrysis cluster is our Discord. Come and join us for free servers. Let's get on with the video. So obviously, Wildcard said, as a part of Extra Life, because they won't be doing 24 hours, every $30,000 contributed to the Studio Wildcard Extra Live Stream charity campaign will unlock a Dino TLC pass, breathing new Ascended life into one of ARK's classic creatures, up to a maximum of 4 creatures at $120,000. Now, these are going to be delivered throughout 2026. This is interesting that they're only going to do 4. I really don't know whether they're going to raise 120,000 without live streaming. I don't know. I don't know whether this is going to be a massive flop or whether it's going to be really good. I mean, because I would love to see 4 creatures get a TLC. Like, I mean, there's 2 massive ones. I will scream from the top of the roof that they need it. But I really hope it doesn't flop, because I really want to see this. But they say, when you donate, please include the full name of the creature you'd like to see receive some love. Every dollar counts as 1 vote towards the specific creature, and the community's combined support will determine which creatures evolve with renewed gameplay and style. They said in next week's crunch, which is going to be this Friday, they'll be opening up Studio Wildcard's Extra Life page to start receiving donations, as well as explaining the donation/reveal schedule and any important information that would be necessary to know in order to vote for a Dino TLC. Starting after game day, we'll reveal 1 winner each week throughout November. Before each reveal, donations will continue to be counted, so if your favorite hasn't been picked yet, you'll still have time to support it. In every community crunch during this time, we'll also share the current top 5 contenders still in the running, so you have a chance to rally behind your favorite and affect the results. We may not be streaming this year's at Studio Wildcard, but we're celebrating Extra Life with you still, and this time you hold the power to decide the future of ARK's OG creatures, and stay posted for more details, and let's make another amazing year for the kids. For me personally, it doesn't feel so amazing. Like, by the way, I'm not complaining, really excited for the Dino TLC. I'm just sad that there's no Extra Life. It's literally, you know, I've been doing this for 10 years, like as I said in other videos, and it really does upset me that we're not going to see our OG stream that that's been going on for all those years. But as I said, we'll still be raising money, and I will be streaming. So, and that's on November 8th. So, ARK's creatures. And there's a huge list here, which basically has everything that was where it was released, when it was released in ASA, and all that kind of stuff. And we're just going to go through it, and we are going to basically just say what needs to be released. Now, why are they saying that some things have been released in ASA and something like Allosaurus has been released? Or is it just saying, I don't even know. Why is Achatina saying released in ASA? It's all a bit odd, but this stuff doesn't matter. We're just going to go through what needs a TLC, and you know what. So Achatina, do you know what? Do you remember? I remember that people actually said that they were excited for this to get some changes to, but Allosaurus definitely could do with something. Armagosaurus isn't out yet, and who knows when that's going to be released. Ammonite, no. Andrewsarchus isn't in the game yet. Anki, I swear it already had one, didn't it? Anglerfish, no. Spiders, yeah. I think the spiders have always needed a bit more love in the game. Obviously, Archelon was in ASA. What else? RG, didn't it get one? I think it got one in the past, didn't it? I definitely feel like it got a TLC in the past. Armadogo, no. Arthur Plura, maybe. Not in the game, not in the game. Not in, oh yeah, Attack Drone, no. Baryonyx could do with one. I like Baryonyx. I think it's good in the game, actually. So I wouldn't put it at the top of the list of what could, you know, it's okay, but it's not amazing. It could do with one, but it doesn't, I don't think it's the most urgent one. Basilosaurus, it does look a bit meh, but I don't think it's desperate. Frog, no, is all good for me. Bison, no. Bloodstalker, not in the game yet. Bronto, I think could do with one, definitely. Wouldn't say no to that. Bulb Dog, no, I don't think so. Turtle, maybe. I think it could. Kark, no. Here we are. Carnosaurus. This is the one for me that I've been screaming that this, I really hope this gets one. I really, really do. And I know this may be, like, I don't want you guys to vote for it because you think that I am going to vote for anything like that. But I know a lot of you guys don't, you know, you just vote for what you want to vote for. And I know a lot of you guys think the same about the Carno. People have been saying it for, like, the last, like, literal, like, I'd say, like, the last 7 years people have been saying it. So I look forward to seeing some love to the Carno. No, beavers are okay, I guess. No, all this stuff got released in ASA. Compy. Imagine a Compy TLC. I don't really know what you could do with that there. No, they're still very good in the game. The Daedons are all good. That's gonna be in the game when Valguero launches. Yeah, I think a lot of this stuff is actually okay. The Dilos. I actually think the Dilos could get a TLC. I think they're okay. I think they've always had a pretty good build to them, you know, and the way they function in game. But I think they could look at that a little bit better. And also, they're quite small. And I'm not like a paleontologist or anything like that, if that's the correct. But I swear they're meant to be a lot bigger than they are in ARK. So maybe if I'm correct there. No. Dire Bear. I think the Dire Bear could really get one. Was it? I feel like it was maybe the Dire Wolf that received one, and I don't think the Dire Bear did. But yeah, I feel like that's always been like it could have some. I think it could have some really. It doesn't feel that vicious in the game. Like obviously it'll attack you, but I feel like Wildcard could really make it. You know, if you watch bear videos, like they're the scariest things in the entire world. I watched a film once. And it literally scared the life out of me of ever going anywhere hiking where there's bears nearby. But like, and it doesn't feel like that in ARK whatsoever. So I think they could give it some love. The Dodo, it could. It definitely could. Which I know wouldn't be a hype one, but I think it'd be a funny one. I think we're all good here. Obviously, all this stuff got released in. I think the Dunkles always look pretty good. I don't think that's ever needed it. The Equius I think's fine. So Phasma Sutures, all stuff added in. This stuff hasn't been released yet. It does make you realise that how much hasn't been actually released into ASA yet when you go through. I haven't gone through the full list of creatures for ages. Gacha I think's fine. Gallimimus definitely could. I think, you know, I remember when it first got added to the game back in 2016, I think it was. It's such a long time ago. You know, that's, 9 years ago now. And I remember it was a very, very good tame at the time because it was the fastest creature in the game. But I really do feel like it could do with some love, and I think that one could be up there. What else have we got? And do you know what? If anyone that's watching this point, I know this is, but if anyone wants to list what we've said in this video in the comments, of you know, obviously we only just got to Gallimimus, just then we can go through the list. And by the way, this isn't your list. If someone wants to go through and just go through the ones that I've said, because we'll try and remember, but I should be taking notes as I'm doing this right now, but we're already too far into the video now. So, gas bags, no. Right, this is an interesting one. This is a big one to talk about. I believe the Giga needs a TLC. I really believe that. I didn't even think about this before I even thought about it. And also below, the Gigantopithecus, I also think can get a TLC. But I think the Giga is very, very high up there in my personal opinion. It's time to make it look better. It's time to make it look scarier. And it's time to actually give it some love. Because when the Carcharodontosaurus got added into the game, it looks great. It looks fresh. And the Giga, I just think, hasn't changed since 2015. like or 2016. Whenever it got added, it literally looks like the same. So I think that needs to be a high priority for TLC, in my personal opinion. Glowbug, no. Glowtail, no. Griffin, no. Helicopteron's just been added. No. I think there's not that. Iguanodon, it's a bit boring, isn't it? I don't think that would get many votes. Not in the game. Penguins could be up there, but again, it's very, like, people only sort of farm them, don't they? So, not in the game. Capricious, I think, is fine. Kentrosaurus, I think, is fine. Lethichthyes could potentially see something. They look really poor in the game. I seem to find a lot of underwater creatures look a bit meh. Listosaurus looks very bad in the game, but I think it's a cool little pet, and I don't think it's going to get many votes, though. Meguana, no, just got added this year. Mammoth had a TLC, and I think they're fine. The Manners, I think, are fine. Well, it's like Megalodon. Now, this is the big one. So I think right now we're at a point where there's three huge contenders for me right now. The Giga, the Carno, and the Megalodon. I just think they have been exactly the same since the beginning of time when this game launched. And I just think that it's just terrible. I really think it's terrible. And I think I've spent the last 3-4 videos complaining how much I hate Megalodons. And I'm a massive shark lover, so I shouldn't hate the Megalodon. But I think it's very important that gets at least a seeing for a potential TLC. What else have we got? Megaraptor isn't even in the game yet. Microraptor can just leave the game completely as well. Remove it forever. Obviously not in the game yet. Loads of stuff. Okay, Mosasaurus. I actually think the Mosasaurus could be up there. I really do. I think that I watched I think it was with a paleontologist. I watched it was like an interview or like this, I can't remember what the video was, and they were talking about how the Mosasaurus was very, very different to what the Jurassic films actually show. And obviously the Jurassic films show it being bigger and more scarier because that's how it sells, right? And that's what makes the film exciting. So I wouldn't say that maybe the Mosasaurus was so far off the size of what we've got it in ARK. I think for excitement purposes, if it became bigger like the Jurassic ones, then, but like, I think it actually fits the actual what the Mosasaurus we were told was like, but I think it could do with potential bit of love in there. So yeah, I think that's definitely up there. What else have we got? Onyx, bit boring though, isn't it? So it's nothing that I can imagine getting votes. Oviraptor I think could definitely do with a bit of loving. What else have we got that I think could potentially... Parasaur. I think the Parasaur's up there. Don't you guys think? I guess it's a very, very simple creature. And did it... Oh, no, it had one, didn't it? What am I on about? It had one. Because that's when they added the ability to detect. Do you know what? That really takes me back, that does. So that is interesting. No, that's never going to get votes. Piranhas are okay. They definitely need a new model, but again, I can't imagine they're getting votes. Procoptodon, I think, could definitely have some love. That's been in the game early days. Again, I don't know if it's going to get votes. Pteranodon, I think, is fine as it is. Scorpion, I'd like to see bigger scorpions in the game. I've been playing a bit of Grounded. And there's some big ones in Grounded, so that could potentially be something there. I feel like the Quetz had one. Did it have one? It's really hard because I think there was only ever 2 TLC passes. It was either 2 or 3 TLC passes, and I think 4 creatures got them with each TLC pass, and I don't think the Quetzal got one. I know the Raptor got one because that's when it had its pounce ability added in, but I don't think the Quetzal did, so I think that can be up there too. Rex had one, and I think it's okay at the moment. I think it still looks really nice in the game. Yeah, that doesn't need it. Sabretooth, I don't think had one, but I don't know if it needs it. You know, I think they do look pretty, you know, I don't think there's much you can change with the Sabretooth apart from making it into a bigger, scarier cat, which I wouldn't say no to. I think the Sarko already had one. If I'm wrong, obviously, be sure to let me know, because you know, then I deserve a slap. But it's hard to remember absolutely off the top of my head every single one that had one. Spino definitely had one. Still think it needs to look better. I feel like it could be. I feel like it does deserve a one, but maybe because it has had one in the past, we should show love to the ones that never have had them. The Stego had one, if I'm sure, and I don't think that needs to be changed much. Derazino, I think, could potentially change, and the Terrorbird, so those two are up there. There's many that can be up there. I think the Thyla's fine. Titanoboa, now, if I'm correct, this never got a TLC, but someone was telling me that one day they were going to make the Titanoboa, they were going to change so much with it, completely change the way snakes work in the game. They never did. So, well, they could do stuff with that. I really feel like snakes don't seem to be like a huge... I guess you got the Basilisk, don't you? Yeah, I definitely think it could have some love, though. And then what else? We've got Troodons can literally leave the game. Titanosaur doesn't matter. Trike's got one. And I think that is coming to the end of the list. I think the Velonosaur's fine as it is. It's always had its own ability. Woolly Rhino, I think is fine. Wyverns, I think, are fine. And the Yeti, I think, is fine. So, I think if we quickly speed run through the list, we can go through stuff that we have gone through and try and remember it. So, Allosaurus, I think, yes, it could, you know, I wouldn't say it's the most 100% one, but I think that's definitely up there. We went for the Carno as, like, I would say, right, so if we're going to list things, I think Carno takes the top spot for me, so I'm going to give that number 1. And then I think we will give the Megalodon number 2. We will give, but Giga, no. I think Megalodon number 2, Giga number 3, and then I think that's my top 3. I think that's, I guess I have to pick 4, don't I? Because if I want 4, so Carno, Megalodon, Giga, and then I need one more. What do you guys think? Am I going to say the right one here? I feel like it's really hard to think on the spot. Quetzal, maybe. Do I feel like the Quetzal? Is that? Do you think that's an okay pick? I feel like that is an okay pick. So I'm going to go for that because it's OG creatures, right? So, Carno, Megalodon, Giga, and Quetzal. I think that's what I'm going for, and I'm happy with that. There's other ones that I said, like Baryonyx, but I think those are my top 4 at this moment in time. So, anyway, guys, that is going to be the end of the video. I can't wait to hear what you guys say. Make sure to put in the comment section down below what creatures you think are your top 4. I'll be looking at those comments and reading them all night to see what you guys think. But thank you very much for watching, my lovely community. I will catch you in my next video. We'll be back to double uploads from tomorrow. I've been currently in the moving place at the moment, going through like moving at the moment, and onwards from tomorrow evening, you will be back with the double uploads. So yeah, sorry about the little wait for that. But anyway, catch you guys in the next video and see you then.